Hey, what's up, YouTube? Just a quick, hopefully quick video I want to make real quick. This has actually been on my mind for quite a while, and I know it's been like debated over many years and stuff like that, but I'm going to go ahead and say this anyway, that I truly believe the next Zelda game needs to have voice acting. Okay, did you get that, Nintendo? Voice acting. Don't tell me you can't do it. You've already produced like a number of games where it was like full-on voice acting. You know, Metroid Other M had voice acting, and regardless of what people felt about that game, it had voice acting. So did like Metroid Prime 3, even though Samus didn't really say anything, but that didn't really bother me as much. But no, this next Zelda game, whether you want to believe it or not, needs to have some fucking voice acting in it. Just stop it. Stop it with this bullshit reasons why you can't do it. If you truly want this Zelda game to take the next step forward in whatever evolution I planned for it, and I know you planned some surprises for it, one of them has to be voice acting. And you know what? Before people say, well, Link doesn't talk, look, there have been plenty of games, plenty of very successful games, where the main character did not speak, but everybody else around him did, and it worked just fine, and I'm okay with that. You don't want Link to talk, that's fine. You want his interactions to be what comes out, what the selection you pick, that's fine. I got no problem with that. I mean, Dragon Age, first Dragon Age, main character, no voice, but, you know, excellent gamer, fully voiced and everything like that, and, you know, you could talk to the characters, and you can respond, and had no voice whatsoever. Skyrim, I mean, as far as I know, the Elder Scrolls series has never had a vocal main character. I mean, you're always selecting choices and so forth, but everybody around him talks. So it's entirely possible to do. And they did some of this. They started to slowly introduce into the last Zelda game, in Skyward Sword, if you think about it, because when Link had responses, some of them were multiple. There was like sometimes two or three. It's not just like a yes or no. He had like this small, very small, but kind of I don't want to call it dialogue wheel, but that's basically close to it. Like Link had multiple responses to things that happened in the game when interacting with some characters, and I think that was a right step in the direction, regardless of the rest of my feelings besides Skyward Sword aside, is that I really think that, you know, that was a step in the right direction, but more of the characters need to actually talk and not, you know, just have grunts and yells and screams and backwards mechanical talk, you know what I'm talking about with like fucking Midna or Fee or whatever, you know, just stop with that shit. Have them have voice. Link does not need to have a voice. I mean, I'm not saying make him have a voice. I actually prefer if he didn't have a voice, because that would make your interaction towards the other characters more personable in my view. So I'm okay with Link not talking at all. He can sit there and go, hi, yeah, and scream all he wants. I don't fucking care. That's fine with me. But the characters around, Zelda, Impa, I don't know if Impa is going to be in this game. I'm just throwing out examples. Whatever bad guy you have, come on, that would be so awesome. These bad guys need to be voiced. I mean, I think it would be completely awesome just to hear like these just evil fucking people just sit there and be like, and you're like, oh my god, this guy sounds so evil, he's a dick, and I want to kill him. That would really like just totally like add to the experience that is Zelda. I mean, seriously, there's a lot. From what little they showed us, it does look interesting. I like that they got this big like expansive open world going on. Hopefully that's what they're doing with that. You know, it's got some nice animation, nice colors, you know, things you can do while riding the horse, and hopefully they add more enemies in. But you know, they're doing a lot of interesting stuff that they're showing in here, but they need to do this as well. I mean, it doesn't have to, you know what, it doesn't even have to be for the entire game. Just like in whatever cutscenes you have, you know, story scenes have it. You want to just go up to random people, I'm willing to meet you halfway on this. You want to go ahead and add, like, you know, if you're just talking to random people, and then you do a dialogue box, that's fine, I'm okay with that. You know, go ahead and do that. That's great. That's great. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, how could they don't... You don't have to fully voice everything. Just, you know, when you do scenes and stuff like that, that's where the voices need to be. And I think that'd be awesome. You know, if you're talking to random people in whatever town you're in, and you don't feel the need to do it, okay, you know, that's fine. You know, I'm not going to, like, hold a gun to your head saying, everything must be voiced or I will kill you. I mean, just like, you know, I think it'd be interesting that, like, in some scenes, you know, not some scenes, but all the cutscenes, is they're fully voiced by the characters around you, and that's it. The rest, fine. I don't care if it's like basic just dialogue on the bottom with no voice when you're talking to random people. That's cool, you know. But I'm just thinking like in the scenes we're moving where you have no control over it and you're just watching what's going on. That is the part you need to have, you know, some kind of better interaction with just having to like read something and imagine the voices or whatever. I think this is something they need to do. And come on, Nintendo, you got to get on this at least for this. I mean, I don't really ask you for a lot, and I know there are a lot of people that ask you for a lot of things, but I would like to see some actual like voice acting for these games, and I think it should happen, and I hope they do. So please, Nintendo, for once, do something awesome like this. Well, you do a lot of awesome things, but you know what I'm saying. Just throw some voice acting.